Okay guys, welcome to part 2 of the oil pan gasket installation. Thank you for your patience. I apologize for the delay of the video, but starting making sure that the oil pan's nicely and cleaned. Make sure the mating surface on the top is really thoroughly clean. This is very important, guys. I was going to drill and put rivets on this gasket, but by the life of me I could not find my rivet gun. So we're gonna skip that step, but this is the part number for the gasket, oil pan gasket for this one. The way we're gonna install this, we're gonna go ahead and just remove it out of the box. Alright, here we go. And we're gonna go ahead and line up the gasket like so, and making sure that all the holes line up appropriately, because you definitely want to make sure everything's nice and seated before we install this bad boy. And once we have that ready in place, the next step, we're going to grab some gasket RTV silicone maker, and we're going to go ahead and apply a tab here, that's the rear of the vehicle, the block, and then the front we're going to go ahead and put a dab of seal RTV here and here. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Let me open this up. Alright, let's get this, give me 1 second. I'll make sure this RTV is nice and ready. Okay, it is. So again, we're just going to go ahead and install a small dab on this side, like so. Like that. Small one over here. And in the front here. See if I can get you guys. Alright. In here as well. Like so. And I'm gonna make sure I come over here like so. Make sure that's completely lined up, and I'm gonna start installing the bolts. I'm gonna put them in here first before I go install it. So let me go and do that real quick. Alright guys, so once you line up the gasket, just make sure everything's nice and in place like so. I'm gonna go ahead and carry the oil pan to its final destination place right there. So make sure you put that little dab of silicone RTV on those sides right there, and we're gonna go ahead and install this bad boy. So let me go and do this. I can't do this with one hand, but let me go and install it, and then we'll continue. Okay. Alright guys, so once you have your oil pan nice and snug, I had to use a little jack under hoist to hold this because it was pretty heavy. So if you have a friend or anybody that can help you hold this, put it in place while you put it in, that'd be great. We're gonna go ahead and torque these. I'm gonna put the torque specs right here, but basically according to the service manual it's gonna be 18 foot-pounds. So make sure I'm gonna torque it in a crisscross pattern. I'm gonna start here and then go back here, here. That's just how I kind of got used to. But just don't forget, when you get to this side, we're gonna go ahead and also install the oil pan bolts from the transmission sides, and I'll put the torque specs right here. So let me go ahead and get this torqued up, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay guys, so once you torque these to 18 foot-pounds, Remember this rear ones, the long bolts, these are going to be torqued to 8 foot-pounds. Okay, these two, 1 and 2, 8 foot-pounds, and these ones are going to be torqued to 37 foot-pounds. The next step, we're going to go ahead and install the transmission cooler line bracket. And I don't know if you remember, it was just a simple 10mm bolt that was holding that up here. So let's go ahead and install that like so. Oops, let me go ahead and install that and then we'll continue. Alright, so once you have that nice and tight, we're going to go ahead and start putting back these clips. And this is going to be the oil level sensor clip. Just going to go ahead and just make sure it clicks like so. And we didn't disconnect that one, so we're good. And we're going to go back here. And remember, we're going to go ahead. Remember, this one had a little clip. You just kind of put it in like so. But don't forget, there's another clip here that we're going to go ahead and clip as well. So I think this one had a 10mm bolt that was holding it in place. So let me go ahead and get that installed, and then we'll go to the next step. Alright guys, I was able to clean up this channel locking harness, and this is where that 10mm bolt goes here now that it's more cleaner. So just go ahead and put that 10mm bolt to push this in place, and then we're going to connect the battery terminal in here. Make sure it clicks like so. Alright, so the next step, we're going to go ahead and put these it's going to go ahead, the little caps that we removed originally, we're going to go ahead and put these back, and they're just little shields that's protecting the the flywheel. So we're just going to go ahead and just place it like so, and just go ahead and install this. Don't forget to install this, guys, so that way nothing could go into that flywheel there. And this one, if you guys remember part 1, I wasn't able to take it out, so I just removed the bolt so that way it could allow me to remove the oil pan. So I'm just going to install that back in place. So go ahead and tighten that up, and then we'll go to the next step. So now the next step, we're going to go ahead and install the rack pinion. As you guys recall, I had to remove the rack pinion just so that way I could get enough space to remove the oil pan first. So let's go ahead and install this bad boy back. Alright guys, so next step, we're going to go ahead and reinstall the power steering. I did go ahead and have to remove it. I had to remove 4 bolts, 2 on this side and 2 here, so that way allow me to remove the oil pan out. So we're gonna go and install it. So basically, we're just gonna go ahead and push it up like so, and then we're gonna go ahead and just put those bolts back. So let me see if I could do this with one hand. Whoa. Okay. Let me see. Give me 1 second. So these bolts, if you guys remember, they're the same size, so it doesn't really matter what place it goes. So all we're gonna have to do, I'm just gonna go ahead and put these here, start these here, another one here, and I'm gonna go ahead and line these up accordingly, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tighten them. And I'm gonna do the same on this part. There's a bolt there I have to put, and then a bolt up here, and these are the ones that fell. Again, they're the same size, guys, so you don't have to worry about putting them wrong. Again, it's going to go here and here. I'll put the torque specs here and the torque specs here for these bolts. Alright, so let's go and do that real quick, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay guys, so once you torque the power steering, power steering, rack pinion, everything's nice and tight. The next step, and this is going to be the last step, guys, we're going to go ahead and install the crossbeam, and this gets torqued to 74 foot-pounds. So I'm going to put the torques right here according to the service manual. and then we're gonna go ahead and put a new oil filter, and we're gonna drain this bad boy. We're gonna fill this bad boy with a 5W30 synthetic blend. Synthetic, 100% synthetic, and we're gonna turn this puppy on. Guys, if this video helped you out, like, subscribe, comment. Hopefully these videos are informative to you guys. I work hard to give you guys a kind of like a inside peek of how you do this. Appreciate your time. Thumbs up. Have a great day. God bless, guys.